Wow, I forgot to set up everything. I was like so distracted with chat. I was like typing and I was like saying, hello guys, hello. Oh, sorry, dog. My dog's on my lap too. I forgot. Professional streamer. The factory are super thorough, so you can even do it. Oh, but is it as in depth as Factorio? I never played Factorio, but I heard it's gonna be one that I like since I like the create mod in Minecraft. So my glove's caught on it. But yeah, how are you guys doing tonight? You guys having a good night? There you go. Let me get my dog on the floor. Let me go adjust the audio because the music is a little high in my ear. Must be because it's max volume. There we go. I usually have my like volume around like 19 or so it's usually not that loud. But hey, yo, wake up sheepies. We are back with art once again. We are arting it up all over the place. Oh, I got so much things to do. Don't distract me with your Hytale and Cobblemon and Enfield. But yeah, how does Enfield play? Like, is the action gameplay like ZZZ or Genshin Impact? I know it has like the Factorio section, but I'm curious about the action section too. Like, you know, the two halves of the game. Here we go. So far, it's quite well made. Don't know about the big factory. They'll let you at the end. Because I heard that like it's pretty fun. People are having fun. I know my Discord people are talking about it right now, so it must be fun, right? And I know we have some Arknife fans in our community. Sorry, I'm a little tired though. I had to drive for a while. Like I was driving for quite some time. It's kind of crazy too because like it's literally just like one city over, and I drove about the same amount of time I would to get back to my hometown. My hometown's like hundreds of miles, while the hospital is just one city over, and it's like what, 20, 30 miles away? Kind of crazy how much traffic could slow you down so much. What the heck? I never had to go city from city, but I could see why people say like just driving in Los Angeles will take hours to get anywhere. Like what the heck? What's our transit system that like driving 100 miles is about equivalent to driving 20 miles in the city? But yeah, I'm a little tired. I drank a lot of coffee today, so I have a bit of a headache, but I'm gonna work. I'm gonna get things done because we have so much things to do. We have like this weekend is the SMP, and I'm glad I have a team working with me for the SMP to get the stuff built up because I did not have time to really build anything up. But yeah, we're just gonna ink and color. Sorry, you're silly. Haha, hee. Oh, you're not getting your point redemption. No, we're point redemption. I'll turn it off eventually. I'm super tired though, but I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna stream tonight, you know. I'm gonna do my bag. Just don't get sick. Yeah, I wore a mask. Don't worry. Usually when I go to the hospital, I wear a mask because I know technically like that place is a breeding ground for bacteria, you know? The only thing I didn't do is like take a shower and burn my clothes. But yeah, I have a little bit of a headache, but I think it's just because of the coffee. I drink like 3 cups of coffee today. No cursing? What? Oh. Fuck! Meant more for overexerting. You know what? Actually, while I was at the hospital, I was actually thinking about that scene in Bakuman. You guys know what I'm talking about? The one where the main character, spoilers if you guys want to read Bakuman, but the main character ends up overworking themselves and they went to the hospital and then they continue to work while they're in the hospital. I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah, that's just gonna be me. If I collapse, it's just gonna be me in the hospital like that, just sitting in the hospital bed working on my tablet, just like he did. Right? The thing is too, like he had a whole laptop setup, but technically like I could have much less, or not laptop setup. He had a whole ink setup, but I could get by with just much less, you know? Maybe a laptop if I could fit it. Your Oda, no need to. The way I see it though is that until I am well established, I need to keep working, you know? Because the thing about being an artist or even a content creator, it's about like making sure that you get your foothold, you know? Because every single step to every single step in the content creating / art world is very volatile, right? The moment you like stop, you already are falling off the algorithm. It's scary. So I just gotta keep working and just, you know, all that. And I acknowledge that. I know that's the sacrifices to be made as an artist. It's either that or becomes a starving artist, and I don't want to be a starving artist. But yeah, it's just basically how the art and content creator world works. It's that grind, the what do they call it? The Sigma Alpha grind, you know? Heck, even manga artists with small skills have to work really, really hard just to get really noticed. You know? Oftentimes it's not like there's a lot of skill in it, but I think the biggest thing is luck, right? Just being there at the right time at the right moment, right? Like every time I put out work or like stream, it's me shooting my shot, you know? And if the chances of success are astronomically low, the very least I could shoot multiple shots, you know? Whether it's the art or what's it called. But, you know, this is just like advertising. This is just like everything related to art stuff. Sigma grind set? Yeah, I'm on that Sigma grind set, guys. Quick, donate to my throne. Thank you for the follow. Wait, who's followed? I really just pop it up. Whoever followed, thank you, I appreciate it. Saris can't stick. I get it. But yeah, I think it's very important to always work hard. If you're passionate about something, I think it doesn't feel like you're really working. Granted though, like sometimes I am pushing myself a little too hard. Like honestly, I did kind of want to take just a nap today, but I have a lot of things to work on.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, boop, boop, boop. To you too, chat. But yeah, and I also want to make sure that I'm ready for the server tomorrow. It's something until you make one mistake and people insult you in very bad ways. I think that's the thing too, right? I think the content creating scene and art scene is very, very volatile, right? It's incredibly volatile. You can get success one day and you can like get failure right afterwards. You know? She boop on my boop.
Boop on my boop.
Wow. You mean Hightail? Hightail's the new big thing. Quick, someone say something about Hightail. But yeah. Enfield, those who are in chat, are you guys enjoying Enfield? Would you recommend me to play it on stream? Probably not on stream. I don't know if I'll play Entail. I won't lie, I'm a little tired of gachas right now. The only gacha I want to play is Uma Musume, and right now I'm still like boycotting technically because of the side games AI thing.
Recommend gacha games on stream, Omao.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. Like the only time I would recommend being a gacha streamer is if you focus on that one gacha game, but that can be painful. Can you imagine like me focusing only on ZZZ? Like the thing is like, it's fun, but there's not enough content to like continuously go. Like at least in Minecraft and Hytale, you can make your own content, right? But usually you hit a wall and you're just end up grinding like the high level, or what's it called? The whatever end game content there is, which is like the high level thing. You know what I mean? Like in Star Rail, it's like the simulated universe. Wait, is it simulated universe? No, what's it called? That thing that they do? The one where it's like you have a monthly thing? That stuff? Yeah. Because like they don't release story as often, so you're just gonna be doing the high level content. It's kind of like an MMO, except you don't, like you have to pay for better rates and stuff. I don't know. I was going somewhere with that, but I forgot where I was going with that. Hightail these nuts, yeah. Don't say that to the Hightail fans, they'll attack you. Hightail mentioned. But yeah, I was looking on the Minecraft thing though while I was out today because I was at the hospital today. So I was looking at the Minecraft thing. Did you know they released something called All the Mods, which is made by the All the Mods team? Has anyone here ever done All the Mods mod pack? Is it fun? Are they fun? I remember trying the All the Mods once, but it literally crashed my computer when I booted it up. It's fun. The thing is like, I like the different Minecraft mods, but I wonder how cohesive it is. Because usually aren't all the mods literally just all the mods slapped together, they just download it? Like, is there any like cohesion with it? And I never really cared for like the focus on the quest book. Like, the only one that I thought was good for was Greg Tech, because Greg Tech has a very complicated like progression system. But if it's like just standard like make a crafting table, you got quest done. Like the one from Craftopia, right? Craftopia had a lot of like craft this, craft that, and you get quest done, right? Some of them like made sense because it told you like the progression, but some of them was like, oh, you had to craft a crafting table. It's like, I know how to craft a crafting table. They're basically all the mods, to be fair. It's like pretty much like a lot of mods. They just call it all the mods because, you know, they added a whole lot of mods. Right? Because like I think if they add all the mods, there's gonna be a lot of like mod like conflicts, right? I imagine that would be the case and it'll cause things to crash. But it seems interesting to have like a bunch of different mods that you could progress through, and whichever one you want to choose. Or if you're the completionist, you would do every single one of those mod packs. But I heard like a lot of them are pretty extensive. Long and drawn out. Something like Greg Tech, right? Greg Tech is something long and extensive. There's also mods that just break your game, yeah. So they don't add all the mods. They just add the mods that are worthwhile in a way. And usually the standard create, Botania, Farmer's Delight, all that stuff. I'm kind of curious though. Do they have like a quest line for Farmer's Delight? I'm gonna cook myself a storm. But I never really cared for mod packs that have quest books. That's why I like to make my own mod pack, because it's like I don't really want to do someone else's like set out path, you know? I just want to do what I feel like is right and just have fun, right? But like I said, Greg Tech is like probably the only one that I think that works really well with, but that's because Greg Tech is so obtuse with a lot of its mechanics. You really need the quest book to kind of give you a hint of what direction to go, right? It's like, oh, in order for you to get water, you have to cut a cactus with a knife and use a water skin on it. And it's like, how would I know that? Teehee. And it's like, water is not infinite. Oh no, can't make infinite water pool. So, I do want to return to Greg Tech one day, but right now we got the SMP going. I have my own Forever World. There's Hightail. Hightailies. But I'm glad that Hytale's getting updated frequently, especially since it's still in early alpha. Just adding a whole bunch of things. Apparently they hired one of the mod makers, so that's interesting. The Insane Chinese mod? What's the Insane Chinese mod? What mod are you talking about? This one? Are you talking about me and my Insane Chinese mod? Teehee. I'm gonna yawn again. I'm sorry for yawning so much. I am really tired, even though I drink a coffee. I was driving for so long. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm gonna work fast. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna work fast. I'm gonna enter focus mode. Just don't tell me about PayPal. Or not PayPal. Don't tell me about Hytale or Minecraft, because I'll go yapping about it and open up my game. You really have to pay XP to pick up water sources? Huh? That's interesting. I think that's the thing too, like, one thing I've been trying to do with my Minecraft, and I'm still like weighing over I want to keep create or not, is try to keep it very simple, you know? I feel like sometimes you, like, especially with all the mods, sometimes you add so much mods to the point where it becomes not even like Minecraft-ish. But then like the question becomes like, what is Minecraft? And I guess Minecraft is mining and crafting down to its bare essence, you know? That's why I'm always like weighing between the create mod to keep it or not, but I don't know, I kind of want to make some funny things. Remember that carousel I made with the sortie plushes? It's still ongoing. Whenever I make something in the... Whenever I make something in Armor's workshop. No, I think I figured it out. I think Minecraft is literally just Minecraft and just like build stuff, you know? You mine for materials, right? You gather a bunch of resources, then you build something funny, you know? Just like how Hytale's more just an RPG going on an adventure, right? Minecraft is more just settling and you just like mine and craft, you know? That's the whole MO of that game, right? Honestly too, I think the biggest mistake Minecraft is making right now is the fact that they're still just ongoing with Minecraft updates. I feel like it's okay to just have a complete game and let the modders take over, you know? Which I'm glad that they what's it called? Unobfuscated their source code to make it easier for modders. But I think that's the thing. Like, I think at this point, 17 years is a good run for a game. The updates really aren't that. I think the updates are really just like, we're just putting extra things and it's like, we're not going to change anything. Because technically, they already came out with their 1.0. I don't really expect anything more than that. And it's pretty much like it's pretty much just a game at this point. And I think it's ready to, like, you know, I think Hytale's a good game to kind of ready to move on. The essence of Minecraft is because like at this point, like I don't expect to have anything of a 17-year-old game. Can you imagine if there was like a 17-year-old game that's still getting updated? Maple Story. The end was the beginning of the end. Yeah, and I get that. Like, what's it called? People still want more from it, but yeah, I think that's the thing. I'm not really expecting anything else. I think that Hytale is a good kind of like continuation in a way, you know? I mean, how often do we see a game that's like 17-year-old still getting updates? Maple Story. How old is Maple Story at this point? I think Maple Story is just as old, isn't it? But look at where Maple Story is. Like, I think it's like one of those things that like sometimes it's just good to bury the hatchet at this point, you know? Like Hayate no Kotoku went on for too long. Like 700 chapters and it just lost track of what it wants to be. And I feel like that's the same in Minecraft. So I think at some point we just gotta say like, yeah, this is just a complete game. But I know Microsoft, they're not gonna say that. They're just gonna keep making updates and they're just gonna make the smallest updates ever. But I think at this point, I don't expect anything from Microsoft. Though I think the Happy Gas mod update looks pretty cool. I just wish I could like backport it. Well, I mean, you can backport it, but I already have my Cobblemon, so like I'm never gonna go to the latest update just because I have Cobblemon, you know? I have seen that they're making like a Pokemon mod for Hytale. There's like 3 or 4 of them already in the production. Will be running to the ground. I'm not surprised. And it's probably just gonna be the case, but I think that's, to me, Minecraft is already over. Like how I don't expect more updates for Left 4 Dead, I don't expect more updates for Minecraft. And if they add an update, sure, that's nice, but I really don't expect anything else. Same with TF2. I think it's like the TF2 syndrome, because technically TF2 also is kind of an ongoing game that's still ongoing and people kind of wish an update would happen. But like if an update happens, it happens. That's good. But if it doesn't happen, you know, the game's already kind of full. Right? People will, like, you know, I mean, people will make some cool things in the community, but I think like at this point, you know, the game is what it is, you know? But knowing Microsoft, they'll just keep probably updating as Minecraft as long as they can. Not necessarily a bad thing, so I mean, I guess we get some cool things here and there, some cute stuff, but yeah. Wonder when the ship of thesis that is Minecraft won't be recognizable anymore. That's the thing though, like isn't Minecraft still at its roots just Minecraft? Because like I haven't seen anything that changed the formula of Minecraft. I guess like you could say like a lot of the newer updates made things easier, but at the same time, at its roots, it's still crafting and mining. But I think that it has become more accessible because they're making things much easier to access, right? So I guess their argument can be made that if Minecraft becomes easy, is it still like in its root a survival game? But I guess that's why they made it so you could go to the earlier versions. There was a Nether update that shook it up a lot, but the Nether update was before their 1.0, wasn't it? Or was that after? I don't know much about the Minecraft updates scene because like I said, I showed up in the Minecraft scene much later. Like I didn't play it until like 2020. 2022? 2021? 2022? Because I don't know when all the updates went out. I know like there was the end update, right? 1.0 was before Redstone? When was Redstone? Wait, Redstone wasn't in the game? Wait, no, Redstone was in the game, wasn't it? Because I remember we were talking about like making stuff in Redstone beta or Minecraft beta. Wait, what? No, Redstone has been in the game for a while, hasn't it? Wait, I need my Minecraft nerds. Minecraft nerds assemble, show up. I am summoning you at this very moment. When was Redstone introduced? I thought it was like in the beta. 1.0 was the venturing? Did it? I thought 1.0 was like after like all that stuff and like they added the end, right? Hunger bar and the end, really? I thought like the hunger bar came like early and then like the end was much later. Because I know like they had the cliff and caves update and then they have like the nether update, but I thought those were before 1.0. When did 1.0?
There was a big Redstone update post-release.
But there was still Redstone before. 1.0, right? Like there was still a function in Redstone, or was Redstone like just officially added, sort of like how they added bundles much later, right? So like the Redstone was just hovering in like limbo. I really don't know about Minecraft history. So then like the Nether update was like a big update after 1.0. Depends on what you mean by redstone. I mean like actually just redstone. Like the item redstone and the function of redstone. Because like, isn't that when redstone, like if we say 1.0 is before redstone, are we implying that's before redstone got added, or is that after, or is that just the full function of redstone? Like, you know, pistons and comparators and all that stuff. But then like when did those items come out? I think Minecraft's history is just really messy. We just need Minecraft 2. Oh wait, no, we already have that. Hightail. No, Minecraft 2 would probably be more like a survival, or not even survival game, just like a crafting, like focus game and building game. I imagine if they ever make a Minecraft 2, they probably will like focus on just like people being able to like build stuff, you know, more than actually the RPG aspect. I don't think in any aspect they were trying to like make Minecraft an RPG aspect or RPG game.
Hello.
How are you doing? I'm doing well.
How
are you doing, Afton?
doing today?
Having a good day? We're working on commission. Do you like this Yandere? Look at her. She's gonna kill you. Wait, should I say that to a new chat member? I probably should have threatened you. She's gonna hug you. There you go. Sorry about that, Afton. I didn't mean to threaten you. My bad. She could try. Lies down on ground. I am ready. She's... But yeah, we're just working commissions. I didn't get much done today because I was out all town, or out of the house the whole day. So I need to like focus. So don't distract me with your Minecraft talk. I almost got distracted. I almost opened Google to look up when these updates happen, but I will not open my browser at all, chat. You will not get me to open my browser. You guys will be answering all my questions at this very moment. I think that's the one thing I don't like about Hytale so far though. I know like they said they're gonna add something in the future, but I want some sort of like fun automation stuff that I like Redstone, or like the high energy. But I'm still like wanting to play Hytale on the base game, because I feel like right now, since it's so early access, I feel like a lot of mods are just gonna be like outdated as soon as like the updates come out, if that makes sense. Here we go. Because I feel like until like we have a stable version of Hytale, we are constantly just going to be updating, and mods are just going to be constantly breaking over and over and over. Or at least that's what I imagine that's going to be the case. So that's why I'm not exploring mods just yet, even though there's a bunch of cool mods. There's a lot of interesting mods so far in Hytale. Still waiting for that really good Cobblemon update. Actually, they showed like a screenshot of the new Cobblemon update, which looks kind of cute. Looks like they're building on they're focusing on building. I almost pulled up my Google. Okay, don't get me distracted. I'm not gonna click my Twitter to open it. All right, I'm gonna 100% focus this time. But basically on the Cobblemon update, the screenshot they're showing for the new teaser, it's like focused on.
Alan, you are doing it
Stop!
to yourself.
You're distracting me. You make me want to check it out. Stop, chat. This is your fault. But yeah, basically they it has like placeable items, which is kind of cute. So you can like place Pokeballs and potions and full heals and stuff and use them as decoration. So I think it looks really, really cute right now. And I can't wait for that update. It looks like a very simple update, but knowing them, they start off with something simple, like, oh, writing Pokemon, then it gets complicated. So it's like, oh, writing Pokemon stats, cooking, flying around, hovering, right? So right now we're in the bare base essence. The adventure update was 14 years ago. Yeah, Minecraft is old at this point. That's why, like, I'm not expecting anything from Minecraft at this point. Most games would die by now. So the fact that Minecraft is still ongoing, I guess, is a testament to how much they want to milk it, you know? But I think it's, like, fine. I think it, like, all games have to have an end eventually, you know? And I guess Minecraft's end is whenever they want it to end, you know? Kind of like Terraria, you know? Terraria's still ongoing, but eventually you just like stop playing Terraria because you already finished everything. But then like they come up with an update and you're like, oh, I want to play again, you know? Minecraft almost died? I mean, technically it should be dead by now. You know? 17 years, like not many games survive 17 years, right? And when I say games, like the base game itself, right? Team Fortress 2, Left 4 Dead, right? Killing Floor. Like a lot of these games, I guess, still get updates, but their base games are still base games, you know? People were legally forced into their houses, yeah. And I think that's fine. I mean, like, the thing is too, like, it will never just fully die. That's the thing. Because there's gonna always be a modding scene behind the game, you know? There's always gonna be a modding scene behind the game. It may not get updates, right? But that's fine, because the game will still be viable. You can still play the game. You can still like download the game and play it, right? I mean, maybe they'll eventually take it off a marketplace or something, maybe in like what, the far future. But I don't think they'll ever just like let like the game not be playable, you know? Maybe if it was like Windows 20 and it's like Minecraft is incompatible with Windows 20, but that'll be a long time down the street. It'll definitely die. I mean, like, it'll definitely die in sense of like there's not gonna be people talking about it, but there's gonna be people playing it, you know? It's kind of like Pokemon, right? Pokemon Red. It's like playing Mario 64. It's like Ocarina of Time. They're not main games in the limelight, but they still have their player base doing silly things, whether it's like speedrunning or playing it for the first time, right? Like, these games may die in the public eye and never be like talked about as much as they were back then, but people will still play it, you know? People will still continue to play these kind of games. So we could say that they die, but the reality is they just never die. And I think Minecraft hit that nostalgia age already, where people will go back and play earlier versions and still, like, you know, enjoy it. So wild that people are playing like 40-year-old games. Mario 64 is not 40 years old. Shut up. Shut up. Mario 64 is not 40 years old. I'm not saying that because I got Mario 64 for Christmas as a kid when it first came out. Mario 64 is not 40 years old. How old is this? 35? No, it's not even 35. It's probably like 30 or 27 or something like that. Somewhere around there. Because I remember how old I was when I got like Mario 64. I'm not old, chat. I'm not old. But yeah, it's not that old, guys. Super Mario Brothers, maybe, right? Mario's only 40 years old, guys. 1998? I don't think it's released that late. Yeah, but it's not 40 because Mario Brothers is hitting their 40th anniversary, right? And that's when the first Mario Brothers released. I think it was like going back to the idea of Mario Brothers as in the original Mario Brothers. I don't know if it's like the original Mario Brothers in the arcade or if they're talking about the Super Mario Brothers, right? But yeah, it's not that old, guys. You guys are too young. You guys are just kids. Holy crap, you guys are just kids. Ah, I hate children. Ah, bleh. No, wait, I can't say that out loud. I'm not gonna say the K word when it comes to kids. Hi. Hey, Silly Cat. There was that Scummy 35 game? What's Scummy 35 game? Scummy 35? What's Scummy 35? UFO 35? What was that one game? That game got popular for a bit. There you go. How are you doing though, Silly Cat? We're just working on commissions tonight. You having a good night? You enjoying yourself? You ready to get silly? Falls on the floor? Throws up? Silly? Because I'm not. I'm just here to work. Don't distract me though, okay? I'm working very, very hard right now to finish this commission, right? It's almost nighttime here. Limited time with 3 Mario games. You know what's crazy though?
2 days remaining.
2 days? Oh no, 2 more days. Wait, 2 more days including today or 2 more days including tomorrow? But yeah, the thing is, it's kind of crazy too, because technically that would be kind of like the better deal, because Mario Sunshine has not been re-released compared to like Mario. But then again, Mario Galaxy 2 has not seen a or Mario Galaxy 2 hasn't seen a release. It's not here. It's not here too. So, good evening, good morning, afternoon, evening. I get what they were doing, and I get that they want to introduce it to people who probably haven't played the game originally, which makes sense. But at the same time, the price is really high. Didn't they re-release Galaxy? They re-released Galaxy again with the Galaxy 2, which I find crazy, but I get what they're doing. They're trying to get people hyped up for the Galaxy movie. That's their biggest MO right now, the Galaxy movie, and it's like, how could you see the Galaxy movie if you haven't played Mario Galaxy? Hee hee hoo hoo. Or maybe you've seen the Mario Galaxy movie and you just want to play Mario Galaxy now. Rosalina shows up. Everybody loves Rosalina. But that's the thing. I'm not the target audience for that. The target audience is newer Mario fans, right? People who get into the movie and want to play the Mario game, you know? And a lot of newer Mario fans don't have access to a Wii, so it makes sense what they're doing, honestly. Like, in
Also,
marketing-wise...
if you wonder, Enfield is very much like Genshin, but more shiny.
Is it? Is it actually, like, the better Genshin game? Do you also have to swap out characters? Do you have open world in that game?
Yes.
Ah, interesting. Maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know. I'm not really into gachas as much. Plays Uma Musume. I want to play my Umas. I miss my Umas so hard. I might just like give in and let side games take my AI money. Buys everything. I never really buy anything in. Well, I had never bought anything in Uma
gets
Musume.
wet when it rains.
Is that the key feature of this game? I feel like there's a lot more important things in the game than that. There we go. But yeah, didn't it like Microsoft had a keynote today where they were showing off things? Did they show off anything cool? Did you guys see anything cool in there? And you have 4 characters fight together, so it's like Genshin Impact. Is it also button mashy?
It's one of the many crazy attention to details.
Well, I'm more concerned about the gameplay, really, than my wet stockings. But yeah, like, is it button mashy like Genshin Impact, and then you just dodge? Is it like ZZZ? Like, how in-depth is the combat? Is there actually like a combo system, or is it kind of on the same surface level as Genshin and ZZZ? Let me go look it up. No, that's this trick.
You talk about gameplay, but you'll 100% button smash no matter the game.
I guess that's true. I guess that's just the element of gacha games, you know? They're very one-noted when you think about it. Not that it's a bad thing. And I guess it works for the formula thanks to the fact that, you know, you're what's it called? You're always on the go. Like, gacha games are meant to be played on the go, at least originally. So it makes sense why the gameplay would be simple enough to play on a mobile phone. I think that's the thing. Whenever I think about gacha games, I also think about like the simplicity of the gameplay, and it's usually not just because they want to be simple. It's just because they want to be played mobilely.
Ain't much on to go.
I think that's an interesting thing too. I was thinking about like on how like Minecraft is very, very simple and it works very well with mobile, right? Like, I could see why Minecraft really works well as a mobile game, because I was just thinking about it with like Hytale and Minecraft. And when you think about it, Minecraft is very super simple because like you really just need like left click and right click, and it's usually the mods that add a whole bunch of keybinds, but you really don't need much more than that. 4-hour tutorial? Ain't much on to the go. I mean, like, after you get to the tutorial, you know? But, well, gacha games are, yeah, gambling. Yeah, they're pretty much gambling, right? I mean, they're like gachapons, and gachapons and nature it's pretty much gambling, right? Getting your favorite character. And I thought about it too, it's like, why would I spend so much time when I could just get a regular game, and a regular game would have my waifu ready, you know? Like, what's it called? Hollow Robo. Hollow Robo, I don't have to roll gacha for my waifu. I don't need to roll gacha for wives. You're so funny, wife. Hee hee, hoo hoo. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I've been falling off with gacha games, but I do want to play Uma Musume. I think Uma Musume is kind of like a very fun gacha game because of like, you know, when you get a new character, you get more story, right? You get to learn more about your horse girls. Just don't play it competitively. Oh my gosh, the cops are crazy competitive. But no surprise, I feel like eventually gacha games, when they get competitive, people will optimize the fun out of it. But if you just like play the career, like Idolmaster in a way, like it's kind of like just an Idolmaster game, and I love Idolmaster with its management system. Try to get me the ultimate horse girl, right? Horse girl raising simulator. Maybe I will just play Uma Musume. You know what? Right? I just won't like buy anything, which I guess I already wasn't doing. Because I haven't bought anything in Uma Musume. And I will not be tempted to buy anything, but I kind of want to play it. I miss my Umas. I miss my girls.
Bro got no backbone now.
I got no backbone. I miss my Umas. Everyone's like playing their gacha games and stuff, and I can't even play my gacha game. It's not fair. My Umas miss me. I miss my Uma Musumes. Everyone's like talking about it too on thing, and I want to draw my Umas. I want to draw them. By Rice Shower.
Last I checked, you last played 3
I know,
months
but that was because I
ago.
was busy during those months, and now I want to play. I was really busy during those months, and now that I could play it on the go, like, But I want to play it now. I miss my Uma. Uma Musume. You could watch the anime. I could watch the anime, but you could say that about any game. You know? Playing a game and watching an anime are two different things.
You know you could open it right now.
I'm working right now. Don't distract me. I might just play. I'm a weak-souled person that likes my anime girls. My daughters! I miss my daughters! I miss my daughters, chat! They took the daughter into divorce. If you don't want to support them, I mean, technically it's supporting them still, because the Cygames has an in-house animation studio, so watching the anime and the movies supports Cygames. You know? Depends on how you watch it. The way I see it though is like if you give them publicity, that's still supporting them, you know? Like putting views onto pirating websites make people want to see it too. Like, that's the thing. All publicity is good publicity. Even the bad ones, like that person that got in trouble for the Marvel Rival situation. I was watching a video about that. That's crazy. The whole Marvel Rival situation. Wow, yabe desu ne. I'm telling you, like, everything on the internet, we're just like high school all over again. That's like some like mean girl behavior, like high school mean girl behavior.
Against the girl.
Yeah, which is good. I think the thing is too, like when people realized that it was just like basically high school mean girl behavior, that's when they turned on her, right? Because that literally is just high school bullying behind the scenes.
Sponsors dropped her and trying to support the guy as much as they can.
I'm glad that the guy's getting support. I mean, like, he tried to get the... He was doing it for, like, a good reason, which is, like, he wants to pay his tuition, you know? They are literally high school mean girls. They are. That's the thing, though. Like, the more and more I'm, like, on the internet, the more I realize that the internet is just high school all over again. VTubing, high school, right? Art community, high school, right? Everything is literally just reduced back to high school. You know? We just never escape high school. We are always living in a constant high school state, right? Twitter, high school. Honestly, too, even more so because like, there's a lot of like high school people there probably. Like I hate I hate them kids on Twitter. They're always like, Alin, kindergarten. My chat, high school. Right? You guys are just mean girls in high school, right? Look at you. You're so sassy with your gyaru look, your sassy way of talking, right? I'm on to you, chat. I'm on to you and your shenanigans. There you go. We're gonna make her look very angry. There you go. I feel like that adds to the eyes. Gives me like this unsettling feeling that she's gonna kill me. Did I say that on Twitter? Wait, no. Can I say that on YouTube without getting banned? Oops. All kill. Used to be better. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Nowadays, people are really out for fame, and, you know, I get it. People want the shot at easy life. They seem like their favorite content creator, blah, 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 blah. I get it. I 100% get it, you know? But at the same time, it leads to the same thing that happens in high school. Those who aim for fame usually end up like with a pretty crappy behavior, you know? Like you see that in high school too. Like the mean girls who are the popular girls are usually very mean because they're in a like a place of status. Manipulative threats, yeah. So I think whenever something boils down to trying to get popular, people are gonna be bad in nature. Thing is too, like, it's very easy to kind of like just make another account, so people don't see the repercussions of their action. Speaking of which though, guess what? You know what? Remember that person I said that I had to ban? Like the only people I banned from our Discord, right? And I said like, oh wow, he got into drama like a couple years ago, and I saw him and I was like, he was like the only person I banned from the Discord, right? Apparently he got into even more drama recently. I won't say their name because I'm not here to like attack the person individually or anything like that. But apparently like he got caught doing the same thing again, which is like harassing people and like getting to girls' DMs. I'm good. I cut that off the bud, you know, like while they were still in their first persona. But they kept on like rebranding with different names and just continually doing the same thing, which I find kind of crazy. Like, I feel like if it didn't work the first few times, it's probably not gonna work the next 2 times.
I don't even know.
I won't say who
now.
it is. You probably have seen it if you follow like some people on Twitter. Like, because I follow VTubers, right? I see like some VTubers talking about it, and I was surprised too because I'm like, oh, interesting, Google Doc. But then like I saw the other alias, I was like, wait a second, it's that guy, the guy that was harassing me for the art, for free art, who kept on like messaging me over and over, saying like, hey, is it done yet? Hey, is it done yet?
Nope. Saw nothing of that aside from me.
Yeah, you won't see because they were a very big guy, right? And if anything, this is like the 3rd time they're getting canceled, so they went under 3 different names now. Too many weird people on the net to the point where Chris Chan would have been a nobody nowadays? I don't think so. The thing that made Chris Chan so big is because he was really, really out there, you know? And not out there in the sense like, you know, weirdo and all that stuff, but the fact that he posted literally everything online, you know? You don't see that from people. People are more level-headed.
The word you're searching is infamous.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, Chris Chan was... The reason Chris Chan, like, exploded the way he did is because he literally posted everything on the internet, right? Whether it's about family, and he was like a combination of DSP and, like, posting everything about himself, you know? Begging for money, all that stuff. So, you sure? I'm pretty sure. Name me another VTuber that posts everything about their life, right? Name me a YouTuber that posts everything about their life online, you know? There has been a lot of weirdos, right? Per se, but there's no one as openly weirdo as Chris Chan, who told everything about everything, you know? And that's partially just because of his condition and the way the trolls affected everything, right? Like, we could say DSP, but DSP is not dumb enough to, like, literally broadcast his life in every single way. Sure, he talks about a lot of dumb things, but he never really, like, says, like, oh, this and that. The e-begging arc only started after his father died? Yeah. But that wasn't the thing that made him weird, the e-begging arc and the whole, like, girl chasing. The weird thing that made it weird was just the fact that he shared everything. And then, like, that's when we found out more and more, right? The thing is, like, we got a lot of weirdos who do stuff like that, but they keep it under the wraps, right? And you don't really find out about it until much, much later, right? But Chris Chan was very open about it. And the thing was, he was very easily manipulated because, like, the people who were online would, like, get him to do really bad things, right? And you don't see that with people nowadays, right? There's still people who do that. Like, that's why, like, what's it called? That one thread, that one forum, the farms, something like that. And they, like, basically try to find people they could, like, you know, kind of agitate. But I don't think there's going to be ever a case file like Chris Chan, you know? Unless it's, like, really, really bad, right? The idea guy totally mentally destroyed him. I don't know the full Chris Chan arc. I just know the whole thing before he, like, changed genders. That's the only thing I know about the Chris Chans, you know? So that was before, like, the big, before, like, everything. I know, like, here and there say, like, the Quickie universe or something like that, where he made his own universe where he believed, like, fiction is, like, true there. But beyond that, I really don't know anything about it. I didn't keep track of it because I really have no reason to keep track of a person like that. Of all the things I could do in my life, keeping track of Chris Chan is probably not one of it, you know? I could invest my skill and my time into anything in the world, and it's not going to be about, like, keeping track of Chris Chan. Maybe I'll listen to a video about it, but it's not going to be, like, the thing foremost in my mind. are real and they will kill them unless. Yeah, see, that's the thing though, because of Chris's are like medical problem or mental problems, it's very easy to manipulate him, you know. And the thing is like, that's the thing, and I feel really bad about that part, you know. The fact that he got manipulated hard. I feel like if there was more influential people in his life that were kind of guiding him in the right direction, maybe he wouldn't have like came out this way, you know. Christian was it's a study case, you know, about the internet's influence on mental problems. You know, someone could make like a case file on that. Not even a case file, like a whole like a thesis on that, and they would probably have like a very interesting thesis or paperwork. I don't know, what's it called? Term paper, right? They would have a very interesting term paper analyzing the internet's influence on mental problems. First gen is like class A of a too much internet really does like mess with you. His story is weird since as much problems do come from him. That's the thing though, because a lot of problems do come from him, but the question is like how much of those problems would have been a problem if he wasn't so affluential on the internet, you know, and famous on the internet to the point where people were like adding to the problems. Because like if he never got his 10 seconds of fame, he would never get the attention that made him want to keep going, you know. But then again, it is part of his like mental problem, like a fixation with specific things. But imagine like, what if Sonic Chu never really got big, right? And he just like kept posting, and it's just like a story that just kept going unknown. Because that's a lot of people online, people who make their own stories and like, you know, they're just really affixed with it and they just keep going. The only reason it became such a big problem was because he became big, right? And I would say the same case file could happen if someone was to find a really small story with a very affixed person on their story, right? Another, like, there would be like a chance of another Chris Chan, but I think more people have wisened up to it. And I think the thing is like, I don't know. Do you think we've gone more empathetic for these kind of things? I like to think so. I like to think that people try not to, you know, abuse such things. I don't know. I'm hopeful for people to say like we maybe became a little better, but I don't know. More empathetic? No. I don't know. It depends. It depends on who you're talking to. Because the thing is like, towards like part of Chris Chan, I remember like listening to it, like apparently like, people were becoming more empathetic for him and trying to make him into a better person. So it's interesting because like it becomes a case file of like, how bad can we go before people start actually feeling bad, you know? People are less empathetic nowadays, they just pretend they care. Would you say that? I don't know. Like, I would say that people are empathetic, but some people are empathetic for the wrong reasons, you know? That's my argument, but I like to think that they're still good in people's hearts, you know? When they realize that they're doing something wrong. I think that was like my psychology paper, was talking about like the evil man's heart is only there because it's provided a means to do so. But if not provided a means, like in the case of Chris Chan, or in the case of like going too far, people would, you know, turn tail. It's always interesting thing to think about too, because like in a way, like you kind of want to avoid a situation like a Chris Chan situation, because it's not good for anybody. The only people that's good for are the people who are really like, really, I would say, and as equally pathetic as the person that you're trying to make fun of, you know? Usually the people, you realize the people who do these kind of things, like I think there was like something that happened like that, right? Where somebody, there was a person that was like a lolcow or something like that, and then like people were bullying them, but then like when the people started talking to a community, they realized the people who were bullying the lolcow were just as bad as the lolcow themselves, you know? So that's the thing. And people realize that, you know, you don't want to be mixed in with a crowd like that. You know? You don't want to be mixed in with these people who, you know, are just as bad or even worse than the lolcow itself. That's why I don't like to take the whole lolcow stuff seriously. The death of God? Are we talking about like the whole idea of the spirituality and the idea that like, you know, spirituality is what guides morality? I remember reading about that too in psychology. Kind of crazy too, like for as useless as some of the classes you take in like college are, they do leave an impression on you, you know? If you paid attention, of course. Like I'm sure like if people didn't really like weren't interested in the subject, but I was pretty interested in like psychology more than I was in economics and stuff like that. I think it's very interesting the way the human mind operates and thinks, the ego and all that stuff. It's like, I don't know. I guess if I wasn't an artist, I would be a psychology major. How does that make you feel? Touches base with you. Bites you. Opens door, bites you in half. How does that make you feel? My nose is itchy. Like, I'm itchy nose again. It's because I was outside. We should make her full yandere. Watch this, guys. Boom. I feel like this is like the easy mode yandere button. The moment you do something like this, easy mode yandere button. That's all you need to do, shading. I do that too many times though. Let's try doing it without it, you know? There you go. Alright. See, we got this one color. Now we just have to do the backdrop and like all the coloring stuff. Oh, I should probably take out the text. I like how you guys came here for silly, funny things, but the thing is, whenever I don't get to be silly and funny, I start getting psychological. I go crazy. No, I start getting like philosophical. That's the word I'm looking for, not the crazy one. I start thinking about life, the meaning of it, right? Fall on the ground like Ina. Start thinking about like what does it mean to be human, alive, empathetic. What is good nature? What is bad nature? You know. I should have been a philosopher VTuber. Is there any philosopher VTuber? Do you think that could be my shtick? Diogenes? No, I like to see myself as Sophocles. Or whatever his name was. I don't know. I don't remember the philosophers. The great philosophers of our olden time. I know who like they are if you say their names, sort of. But I don't know them. The thing is like, I don't want to base my philosophy on others. I want to base my philosophy on my own inquiries. And I think that's the same with people back then. They didn't have the people to kind of leverage on for inquiries like that, you know? They had to come up with it themselves. And is that not philosophy, but to examine the nature of your own ideas? Someone who lived in a barrel? I don't know that one, actually. Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. Bum bum ba 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 bum ba ba da ba dum ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 ba. Sorry, I'm listening to this song. It just reminds me of Yoshi. What is man but a miserable pile of secrets? Enough talk, though. Have at you. Bum 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 bum. Let me see. I'm getting closer to the colors, but maybe it's this color instead. What is a man but a miserable pile of secret? Lots of people sleep on medieval philosophers. I think the thing is though, like medieval philosophers were during the Dark Age, right? Wasn't it? So people like don't like to see them in a favorable light. They see them as unga bunga. But there is a lot of people during that time that are very philosophical, you know? The Dark Age is such a effective propaganda. Yeah. The thing is, like, it's funny we call it the Dark Age, but when you think about it, like, technically it was still progression, you know? I get that it was like a drop from like from the Roman philosophers and all that stuff, the olden times, right? And I know like the Renaissance is supposed to be like a return to form, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it's not like we didn't do anything during that time. Not like we just like lay down and said like, yes, we unga bunga once again. Eh. Let me go ahead and grab the what's it called, the reference from the actual game. I feel lazy. I don't feel like drawing the backdrop, but I should. They call it the discredit. I don't think that's just that. It's because it's seen in not a very favorable light, right? Because like when you look at it, it's like one of those things. Is like I think it's like one of those things that they kind of want to push behind us. And try to see us as the Renaissance more than the medieval age. Like, I guess you could say it's kind of like a low point, and you never really want to think about your lowest points, but it wasn't bad. Executes you. Executes you publicly. I really put down the wrong layer. Just like when I had to ban someone publicly on the stream, I had to say it out loud, let the world know that they've been publicly banned. You know? It's one of those things. Just one of those days! It's all about the he said, she said bullshit! I think you better quit talking that shit, or you're gonna be living with a bigger fat lip.
Did you ever do that?
Do what again? I'm
Aside
sorry,
from
my brain
me.
is just like all over the place right now because I'm trying to focus, chat. I am focusing so hard. Trying to get things done. So come and get it. Sorry. Banning
Someone publicly.
I don't know.
Alin
I feel like if
Laphel.
I did ban someone publicly, we could make like a whole thing about it. I think it'd be funny. Do you have any last words before I execute you on stream? No, sire. Then you shall be banished into the dark realm. Walk forward and lay your head down. Hear ye, hear thee. Couldn't just use the background? I could, but at the same time, the thing is, I always feel bad for doing something like that. I know, like, technically it's fine to do something like that, but I always feel bad, and I feel like I should add some sort of customness. So I always just do like a really quick, like, messy background job. Because most of the time, when it comes to the backgrounds, it's not the focus of the drawing. So
Dust to background.
like every single Valorant and Overwatch thumbnail I do. Turns out Dust 2 is very universal, right? Every competitive game needs to have Dust 2. Name one competitive game that does not have a Dust 2. Got some Easter egg as Rick comes. That's true, but at the same time, it's like the way I see it is like if I'm gonna make something for somebody, it has to be like all handmade, you know? Even if it's just something simple. Dota? I never played Dota. I know Nimi got back into Dota. Maybe I should try Dota one day. Maybe it's my time for Dota. Honestly though, if I'm gonna play like a MOBA, it'll probably be Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite's like the only like MOBA game that I could firmly grasp with two hands, you know? It's a very easy game to get into too. It's like very, very easy. But I don't know. I tried playing League of Legends. I tried to do, and I tried like what? There was another one. I don't think I tried Dota though. But I would not. I don't know. It's just not as fun, and it might be just because it's Pokemon. Is that a MOBA? Pokemon Unite? Yeah, it's MOBA light. It's very, very MOBA light. It has lanes. It has what's it called? It has like skills. It has like upgrades, right? It's very, very MOBA light. It is literally MOBA for babies, you know? Not the most complicated MOBA, but enough to get you into the genre. But I would not consider it like on the same league of League of Legends. I would consider it like baby's first MOBA. And it's funny too because as soon as I got into a MOBA, like an actual try to like play a real MOBA, it's very different. You home alone? Well, there's also the Chinese phone MOBAs, yeah, which are pretty popular too. I mean, technically, when you think about it, guys, Pokemon Unite is also a Chinese phone MOBA because you can play it on your phone. People forget about it, but yes, you can play Pokemon Unite on your mobile device. Not just your Switch. I would say switch it up and play it on your mobile device. Let's do something like this just to make it more grungy. I like that word. Grungy is a fun word. Do you guys like the word grungy? You guys have words that you like to gravitate to? I like to use big words, despite my little brain. My little brain likes to use bigger words to make him sound smarter than it really is. You know, that's what philosophy is. It's just saying things smartly to be dumb. You know? You guys know what I mean? Do you guys get what I am putting down? What I am putting down in front of you. Eat my child. Oops, press wrong thing. Okay, what did they want me to put on here? You got games on your phone? That's what they want me to put. Okay. Let's go do this. Something like this. Do you guys have game on your phone? Who plays mobile games anyways nowadays? Who? Thing is too, like, I noticed there's like a little bit of a not Doppler effect. What's it called? When you have like a bit of a tilt. I'm tilted, guys. I don't play Pokemon Unite because I'm tilted. The thing I do like about Pokemon Unite, going back on that, I really like the little custom outfits they give a lot of Pokemon, you know? Like I really like how like Pokemon has a lot more personality in Pokemon Unite than it does in the main game. I think the thing is too, like, it's something that's not explored in the main game, but a lot of their side games explore like Pokemon like organically, you know? Like Pokemon Unite has like actual Pokemon outfits that make them feel like, you know, more than just like a stagnant Pokemon. Poketopia is showing you interact with Pokemon, same with like what's it called? Mystery Dungeon gives them personalities, like they're more than just brainless creatures, you know? I think the Pokemon games could use more personality to make them feel more alive. I think that's more a dunk on the main game than Pokemon Unite bring good. No, look at some of the outfit designs. I mean, I wouldn't buy it personally, but like honestly, some of the outfit designs in Pokemon Unite are really fun, you know? It's not even like just like, oh, it's just because it's like Pokemon game is bad. No, actually look at it. Like, take a look at some of them. Because that's implied that the Pokemon Unite designs aren't good. I would give them a solid A+. There we go. Like, just going beyond that. To go even further beyond. Huh? Okay. Let's add some things here. Yeah, I would like more personality. Like, I think the thing is too, like, their Poketunes does a lot for Pokemon personality, and something I wish is in the main games. And I get why it's not in the main games, but I hope with like the Pokemon Champions, they make it so like they start implementing more and more things to the main games. But that's wishful wishing, that's for sure. Pokemon did lose a lot of personality when they switched 3D. I don't think so. I think partly yes, they lost the personality of sprites, and sprites have a lot of personality. But I think there's like some things that you could really only do in 3D. And that's stuff that you could see in Pokemon like ZA Legends, as well as I'm trying to remember, like Pokemon X and Y had the Pokemon Amy, right? Seeing the Pokemon like smile and all that stuff is something you would not see in sprite work, right? I mean, you have like something like Pokemon Heart Gold, where they follow you and they like emote at you, but that's the most they can do, sadly. But being able to see like the Pokemon like gesture and smile and stuff, and then in ZA actually having them like kind of do silly little actions, right? Isn't like 15, 13K? I don't know. I didn't keep track. But yeah, it is a much more later game. Okay. And this one has like a white with glow. I guess the white with glow would look better. We'll use Helvetica because that's like the baby mode of text typefaces. I mean, technically in the picture with is that Sayori? I don't know who that is. She is like, you know, in the front. Should we use condense or should we just use regular Helvetica? I like how I use Helvetica for everything, just because it's royalty free. Okay. So it says here, You got games on your phone? That's what she wants me to write. You go. There we go. Okay. And the answers are yes or yes. Do you answer yes or do you answer yes? Big brain. Okay. How could I do this? Okay, let's get all the text in there first, right? And then yes or no. I say yes or no. No. Okay. I like how when we talk about Zero no Tsukaima, I thought about that song immediately. Because that's like... that's the song that I remember a lot. It was on my phone. I say yes or no. The opening song. Or was it the ending song? I don't remember. Does it look better like that? I guess it's more like that. Yes or yes, flustered, teehee. Teehee flustered. Okay. So here's my general idea on how to approach this. First we rasterize it, right? Okay, and we'll do each one by one. Then we'll actually get into position. Assume the position, chat! Okay, positions, boys! Wait, I did it wrong. It should be this way. Okay. There you go. Because the other one had a tilt to it too, so I should also add tilt. I'm using tilt controls. Do they still say that? Do they still have tilt controls on the Switch too when it comes to Mario Kart? I don't think they have tilt controls anymore, right? Kind of sad we can't say that anymore. Can't say we are using tilt controls. Can't spam that in my lobbies anymore. Okay, we do this. Okay, and we do something like this. I'm using tilt controls, smiley face. We Gaussian blur that. Like so. And then we add a color to it. Let's make it this blue. Right? Like that. And then let's add a little glow. There we go. That's feeling right. Right as rain. Any reasons that you have that as a reference instead of the in-game screenshot? What do you mean? This? The actual in-game screenshot? I'm pretty sure that's an in-game screenshot, but I like the way the type looks on this one more, so I'm gonna use that instead. Because it stands out a little bit more. Okay. The general idea is there. Then we have to put a lower layer beneath the girl. There you go. Yeah. 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 Human things. Yeah. Human things. Okay. I think that's fine. I think that works. Maybe we'll add a little bit more gradients to the floorboards. Right? Just to give it more like grungy. Oh, I love that word. Grungy is such a good word. Quick, say it with me, chat. Grunge. Wow, that's so grungy. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go send it in. See if they like it. Am I missing something here though? No, I'm not missing anything, am I? I mean, I guess the diamond blush, that might be what I'm missing. Okay. Okay, that'd be higher though. I mean, the thing is, like, it would be in the same spot as the blush. I might have to take out the blush. As cute as the blush is, you know? I might have to take out the blush. I'm sorry, blushies. Cute standard blushies. Is that on a different layer? Oh no, I know what happened there. Okay. I know why. But it should be hidden with this. Okay. you go. She came out really cute. Would you yandere with her, chat? Would you yandere? Would you yandere dere? Alright, good. Easy. Finish one. Nice. Okay. Let me go send it to them and see if they like it. Huh? For some reason, VGen's been acting weird lately with like messages. Alright, so we can send it to Cuticle. Here's how it came out. Anything need revising? Okay, so that one's pretty much done. Next one to work on. See, look how productive I was. I was able to finish something before the end of stream. We'll line this up here. Troza did say that they're ready. Hey, Diamond Storm. You missed it. We finished a whole commission. Here, I'll do it all over again for you.
What are you doing?
I'm working on commissions, so I'm trying to clear out my commission list. I was so busy today, so I was out. Did Will confirm? Okay, Will did confirm. Okay, let me go ahead and put that under inking and coloring. So I have 3 more sketches to do. I have 3 sketches to outline. Well, 4. Technically, yeah. And I have 1 more sketch that I have to finish up. Alright, busy. How are you doing though, Diamond Story? You having a good night? You enjoying your night? Alright. Next one on the list. Let's see. So we should work on one that's due on the 24th.
Dino Dance.
Dino Dance? Wow. So classy. Okay. This one's due on the 24th. So in 2 days. So I should finish this up now. Okay.
It's been okay. Homework has been killing me.
I am so glad to be graduated out of college that I don't need to do homework, but I still have nightmares about homework. That's crazy how traumatized you can be from homework that you will still have nightmares about it. You know what I mean? You guys know like that feeling of like, oh, I had a dream about homework and I didn't finish it in time. Yeah. The thing is too, like, homework is very necessary. As much as like people don't like it, it's application of knowledge, and the application of knowledge is what gives you like, you know, more, how should I put it? More understanding.
Okay, ex-teacher.
I never said I was a teacher. I just worked in the education field. I was just raising the little lammies. You want me to put my teacher voice on, guys? I can put my teacher voice on. Watch this. Hello. Wait, did I call them students? I don't remember what I said. You know, like the thing is, like when you become, not to say that I was a teacher, when you worked in the education field, they encourage you to call your class with a pet name. Just like I call you guys the sheepies. Wow. Did you know that being a VTuber is just like being a teacher? Like, I forgot what the other people say. It's like some people say call their little classrooms like brainiacs.
Lol.
What do you think about it? There's a lot of parallels between being a teacher and being a VTuber. Not to say that I was a teacher or anything. Haha. Hee. Don't look it up. But there is a lot of parallels when you think about it. Right? You have to stand in front of a bunch of people and talk, right? You had to like make things up on the spot. Not to say that I made things up on the spot as a teacher. Not to say that I was a teacher either. You had to give your classroom pet names. You gotta be like sheepies or something, like brainiacs or my little chips, right? It's weird. Then you have to like do things like to make sure that they interact with this, like the channel or the lesson. Wow. Pro tip: if you guys want to become a VTuber, is there any teacher of VTubers? Out of curiosity, I feel like teaching and VTubers could actually go hand in hand. You know. Hi! Wait. Hi, sheepies! How are you guys doing today? We're gonna start off with our morning song. You ready? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day is beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning. Can I have Sorty stand up and can you present yourself, what you brought to the class? You know what? We should just have a stream where I treat you guys like a classroom.
Guillotine for the teacher.
Wow! Where did you get this from? Can you tell me a little bit more about it? We could have like a whole like lesson plan, and we could have show and tell time. We could like do the full 9 yards, guys. Like, not to say that I was a teacher or anything, but I could set up a lesson plan for you guys.
Alin Laphel.
No bonking here. But I think it'd be really, really funny, right? You know what? Give me a week. We'll have a teaching stream. In fact, we could even like do it in VR chat, right? We could have like everyone like as the sheepy model, and I have to ask you guys, class, I need you to sit down. All right, we're gonna start our day today. Sorty, stop that. You're gonna go to timeout. I guess the cat's out of the bag. Yes, chat. I used to be a teacher. I will not say grade. I guess it's kind of obvious though, like with all the stories I have. You know? I cannot deny my past. Boy, did I hate it though. There we go. I guess it's just like one of those things that I wasn't really passionate about.
Pretty
sure you said directly?
You
No.
directly,
I always said it
lol.
indirectly, right? I would say I used to work in the education field, or when I used to teach like little lammies, but that doesn't necessarily mean teacher role. It could be a para, right? A paraprofessional. It could have been like a teacher's aide, right? It could have been a daycare. It could have been a preschool teacher. You know, there's a lot of things that it could have been. I could have been an after-school program, you know? Honestly, after-school program is also just like being a VTuber. But I never did say it flat out. Until now. And now that you know my secret, guys, I can't let you leave here alive. Bring out the teacher's guillotine. Bring out the guillotine. There we go. Alright, next character. No.
N-O-O-O.
I do have destroying facts in 2 days. I don't know what Sorty has in store for me, but apparently I'm gonna die in 2 days. It's like, you know, like that old movie where it's like, you're gonna die in 7 days. Was that Scary Movie? I think that was just Scary Movie. It was just like a parody. Or was it actually a thing that happened in the movie? It's like, you're gonna die in 7 days. It's like, how many days has it been? Oh, I mean, 5 days. You're gonna die in 5 days. I think Scary Movie did a parody like that. Did they still make scary movies? Not like scary movies, but I mean the comedy movie.
3 days and leave.
3 days until it hits midnight, which is in like 1 hour.
You were late.
Yeah, I was late. I'm a late born. Scary movies are fun though. I'm surprised they're not making them because they're literally just tropes of scary movies, and I feel like there's a lot of new tropes that have came out as of late that you could really make a stupid scary movie of, you know? The last scary movie I saw was just Scary Movie 4, and the one scene that I remember was like the guy like wanted to die, so he drank a whole bottle of pills, right? But the thing was, like, the bottle of pills were what's it called? Viagra. So then he started growing super duper large.
Remind me, what is the maximum limit for a commission to be done?
Is it a maximum limit is usually like within 30 days. Or actually, yeah, usually within 30 days. 3 to 4 weeks is what I say. I think I see what you're trying to say, but I'll say right now that you are in queue. Is that what you're trying to say in 2 days? I'm a little behind now though because I was out all day today, so that's why I'm trying to catch up. Shush. I mean, like, you didn't have to tell me. I knew what it was. Well, I didn't know what you were implying, but I knew that I have you on my list of things that I was going to work on.
I will out you for being behind smiley face.
Wow, thank you. Way to be a jerk about it. Wow. Wowie zowie. But I already knew I was behind, especially since I was out all day.
0.2 seconds late. Hashtag
You would never
cancelled.
cancel me, chat. Alright, chat. Imagine the worst thing ever, right? Would you cancel me for it? Right? your old pal Alin Laphel, you know, innocent sheepy who would never do anything wrong. Say so, Alan. Imagine the worst thing in the world and I just did it. Would you cancel me over it? Actually, don't answer that. I don't know. Oh no. Oh, don't say I don't know. Oh, I thought you guys were loyal.
I would cancel you over trash game taste.
Okay, what would you consider a trash game? Give me, quick, chat, what's trash game taste? Right? What if I said I like Concord? How would you guys feel about that? Did you see that they're actually coming out with a Concord movie? Kinda crazy.
Saying Minecraft is all about mining and crafting.
But it is! Okay, maybe like modern Minecraft, but honestly, Minecraft really is just kind of like mining and crafting. I would say that like Minecraft's weakest aspect is its adventuring, because like, I guess it's one of those things too, like it's hard to make a sandbox open world, because I think the Hytale's adventuring aspect does suffer from the same problems as Minecraft's adventuring aspect, which is that loot is really, really boring.
You're vastly limiting your POV about
But that's the thing
Minecraft.
though. Minecraft set itself up to be whatever it's to be interpreted, you know? Like some people will see it as automation, some people will see it as a magic game, some people will see it as a building game, some people will see it as a comfy game, some people will see it as a like adventuring game. But that's the thing. Everyone's interpretation of Minecraft is going to be vary just because of how Minecraft set itself to be, because it is literally all that.
All of the above.
Exactly, yeah. While Hytale, on the other hand, is setting out to be a focus on adventuring game, while Vintage Stories like focus on being a survival game, you know? So those are like the de facto survivals, de facto RPG aspect. And I know like Hytale technically is not really an RPG at this moment, considering how bare bones it is. It's still basically at this, in my opinion, at this phase, basically Minecraft 2. But once it starts getting its RPG like roots into the ground, that's when it's gonna start becoming like the de facto RPG. You know? But Minecraft itself could be whatever you want it to be. And I think that's the fun thing about Minecraft like modding. You define what Minecraft is for you. Do you want Minecraft to be magical? Iron and spells. Do you want Minecraft to be comfy? Farmer's Delight. Do you want Minecraft to be about technology? Create. Right? Minecraft sets itself to be so many different things, right? And you can make of Minecraft what you want. It is really literally a sandbox in its most basic form, you know? And that's why I will always consider you. It's funny too, like, I really...
Excluding mods, Minecraft
I guess that's true too, because like,
all of the
I think
above.
Craftopia kind of like exposed me to that, the idea that like technically Minecraft has a little bit of everything. Magic, has a little bit of automation with redstone, like magic with enchanting table. It has like the comfy life with the breeding and the farming and all that stuff, right? It has the adventuring with like sand temples and jungle temples. It really is a little bit of everything, you know? And you could choose whichever one you want to focus on. So yeah, that's how I feel about Minecraft. And it's really funny too, because I actually used to not like the idea of Minecraft. Like, I had the same issue with Minecraft that I did with Pokemon, where I thought like, oh, Minecraft is baby game for babies. Right? And I'll say too, I probably don't enjoy the base game Minecraft as much as I do the modded Minecraft. I think modded Minecraft hits just right because it can make the game the way I want it to be. In this case, it's Cobblemon with Create. You know, automation with catching Pokemon. You know? And until like another game can like do that just as well as Minecraft can, I think Minecraft is always gonna have a place in my heart now. Funny too, like I think like when I saw Steve like announce in Super Smash Bros, I was like, Minecraft. But then after playing it, after playing Minecraft and understanding Steve and like playing Steve in Super Smash Bros, I can understand. I get it. I see it. I see the vision of Minecraft, you know? I understand where they're coming from. The Minecraftians, you know? Has there ever been a game like that for you guys that you used to like think like it's below you, but then like now you kind of appreciate it for what it is? You actually gave it a chance? I think that's the same thing with Final Fantasy XIV. That's why I like to give Hytale some chances, because I feel the same way I did about it with Final Fantasy 14, Terraria, and Minecraft, you know? So that's why I'm willing to give it multiple chances, because I know it's a game that will become like the other games where I don't really like it at first, but then after a while it starts to grow on me and I start to love it, you know? Because that's exactly what happened with those games, you know? So, as much criticism as I give to Hytale, I do see its potential and like the way that it could become a really fun game. Don't know if it could become really big. That's gonna be on Hytale's end, right? It's up to Hytale to determine that, but for my personal taste, I think it will become a game that I can enjoy. So first, we gotta get the vanilla game going, right? I'm not touching the mods unless the mods are really good and like actually remain updated. Because the last thing I want to do is like the Minecraft problem where you really like a mod, right? But it never gets updated, you know? That's like the saddest thing that could happen with Hytale mods, especially since we're still in the early scenes of like modding. Like I think Tinker's Construct is a good example. I really like Tinker's Construct, right? But the problem is Tinker's Construct is stuck between like for the longest time it was stuck in like 1.12, right? Recently got ported to 1.20, but that's not 121, you know, 1.21. So I can't really put it in my Cobblemon pack. But you can bet your golly that as soon as I can, I would add our Tinker's Construct. Tinker's Construct is a really fun mod. And that's this thing that I feel with a lot of mods in Hytale, that you start off and like there's a lot of mods, but because they're constantly updating the game, you know, there's gonna be a lot of mods that fall off. In fact, like the person, which is kind of sad, because like the person who made the furniture mod, the Violetta furniture mod, got hired by Hytale, but that means the mod is never going to be updated, and there's a lot of good furniture there, you know. And until those furniture get actually added into the main game, which might take a while, or maybe who knows if it'll be added, like the way it does, that furniture mod is basically outdated. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing. Like, I like the idea of hiring in the community, but at the same time, I feel like some people might want to stay independent and creative, you know? Because like once you get hired by the company, you have to do what they want rather than what you want, you know? Unless they give you full reign freedom. But I think the thing is like full reign freedom will lead to the chef problem. Too many chefs in the kitchen will make the pot boil over, whatever that saying is, right? So I think the charm of like modding is that it takes you out of the game sometimes and like do things that you would not like see in the main game, Cobblemon. So I know they're making actually another one that's like something like Cobblemon-esque, which is Snap Beast, which sounds interesting. It's like the idea of actually making like creatures that are catchable, but fit with the universe of Hytale, you know? So actually inline. And I don't know how I feel about it, because like I think the thing with Pokemon's charm and Cobblemon's charm, it is that like it's rooted with Pokemon, right? So I know Bulbasaur, I know Squirtle, I know Charmander. I love these dumb little animals, right? But I don't have the same connection with like newer creatures, and I think that's why some creature catchers kind of fail, because their creatures aren't charming enough. Right? I think Temtem is a good example, right? I always felt like Temtem felt... Is that what's called, Temtem? I always felt the designs of Temtem was too sterile, right? I think Power World has been going in a good direction with their PAL designs, right? They're moving away from Pokemon designs and actually creating like a lot more original designs, which I really appreciate for Power World. And I like a lot, like seeing the new like 2.0's PALs. They look really good, right? Very cute, very like expressive, right? Very human. Guys, like some of them feel human-esque. Like sometimes I do feel like Power leans into the ideas like, would you like to, you know, love your pals like a human kind of aspect. But I do think a lot of pal designs as of late have been doing like much better, in my opinion. But I do know like some of the pals, like, okay, you like it? Oh, they like the design. Okay, I'm gonna message them. Glad you like it. I'll make the delivery after stream. I mean, even like games like Rune Factory, which has a creature catching mechanism to it, like the creatures aren't as charming. It was like dragon, it was bird, you know, things like that. They weren't like the most exciting in design wise. I try to think, like Digimon is like the only one I could think of, but it could be nostalgia, like the nostalgia factor with Digimon that's making me like the Digimon still. I try to think if there's another creature catcher. I mean Persona, but even Persona is like a little different because Persona has like the fun charm of like, you know, actual mythological creatures. Let me think. Try to think if there's like another creature catcher. Oh, I almost opened up Steam to check. Oh, that was close. I almost got distracted.
Boop, boop, boop.
It's being old and overanalyzing game. I think yes and I think no. I think the thing is like I know what I like, you know? And I know the thing is I know what I like, but I need to know the reason why I like it or not like it, you know? I can't say I don't like temp designs. I can't say I don't like say it's like Power World designs, right? I need to know the reasons and the aspects to it, you know? Because I feel like if I can't defend my choice and I just simply say I don't like it just because I don't like it, I feel like that's not a good argument, you know? Over analyzing. Would you say that? Like, would you? The thing is, like, if someone comes across and say like, why don't you like this thing? Wouldn't you like feel like the need to like be able to have a reason? I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Technically, I guess you don't have to always like defend your point. You just don't like it, you know? I think sometimes it just has to be that case. Sometimes you just really don't like something.
The reasons are simple.
Because that's the thing, like,
Bad
people can say they like
bad gameplay, bad gacha system.
Yeah, but then like if someone says like Hytale's graphics look bad, why would you say it look bad, you know? And for me, I think it looks bad personally because I don't like the aesthetic look of it, and I feel like a lot of the times some of the colors look flat. Yeah, that too, right? See, reason. And that's not overanalyzing, that's just presenting your subjective reason, right? Somebody might say like those realistic dots are why they like the game, you know? And this is what happens when I don't have like an outlet, guys.
You are going for a 5-minute ramble explaining why you don't
because like people will say like,
well.
okay, why don't you like the realistic dots, you know? That's just the case sometimes. That's just be the case sometimes. Sometimes you know, you just gotta make sure you know your defenses, right? I don't like it because there's not enough cute anime girls, guys. We just need to have more cute anime girls, you know?
Boop, boop, boop.
You're just overanalyzing it? Maybe. Maybe it could just be as simple as I just don't like it. Because I know, like, if you say you don't like Hytale graphics, people will, like, really get on top of you. But I think there's a lot of things to not like with the Hytale graphics. Right? But that's my subjective opinion. And if you like it, that's fine. You can like it. I'm not here to kind of, you know, berate you for it. We all have our own opinions, right? Nobody's more right than others. Just what is an opinion after all? Or philosophy? I gotta cover my grounds though, because like I don't want to get cancelled because I said like, ooh, I hate Hytale graphics. That's the last thing I want to do. I can't believe that's gonna be the thing that gets me cancelled, not liking Hytale. There we go. But Min was enjoying it. I'm glad Min's enjoying Hytale. I was watching her play it earlier while driving. Not like watching, but listening to her drive, or while I was driving. And she's really enjoying the game, and I'm happy that she's enjoying it. Same with Saba. Saba really likes the game too. I think it's pretty popular with a lot of YouTubers, and if anything too, Kiara and Mori Calliope both enjoy the game, right? Kiara even says like, you know, she wants to make a Hytale server. The thing is though, like I feel like we still don't have enough creative blocks in Hytale to make stupid things. Like, I want to be whimsy and make like a giant takodachi, but I don't think there's the wood type or like stone type for it yet, right? I want to start making things that don't feel like they belong in Hytale. You know? I want to treat Hytale like Minecraft, where I could just build whatever.
This guy wouldn't fucking survive in alpha.
Did you just hear what I just said? I want to build stupid things, but I want to have like a, what's it called? Some like color wool or something. I want something colorful. I want to make something whimsy.
Base Minecraft was peak era for creativity.
There's a weird contrast though.
Create big things.
Because like
with
right
little
now,
choices.
everyone's like knocking Minecraft for not having enough choices, right? And praising Hytale for having a lot of choice. So it's very interesting to see the contrast in opinion. Because I think like that's just a very subjective opinion, but I do think there is some charm in limited limits to basically let you become more creative.
It got too much choices and adding useless stuff for the past decade.
Well, the question is like, what's the difference between that and what Hytale has for its block usage then? Because technically, Hytale has a lot of blocks. Like, if you look at the wood types, there's a lot in it by itself. Same with like stone usage. You have like quartz. You have quartz cobblestone. You have basalt cobblestone. You have like cobblestone. Like Hytale has the same kind of issue as the Minecraft thing.
And Hytale got at least 6x more blocks than Minecraft to build. If you can't build with that, you can't build shit.
But that's the thing though. Could it be argued that Hytale needs to have the same kind of issue, or is suffering the same problem as Minecraft, that is getting block bloat? Because technically, it kind of has a block bloat in a way, and it's probably going to get even more blocks.
I ain't participating in those dumb discussions, Alin Laphel.
You call it dumb, but I always try to think about it like, one criticism towards another game should be the same kind of criticism, you know? There we go. The block of lava. Eh.
It's a waste of time trying to answer 9,000 what ifs because you can't really make your mind up.
I guess that's true. I guess it's just subjective. Some people like limited blocks, some people won't, right? I'm personally on the board of like, you know, it doesn't matter how many blocks you have. So I think Hytale is fine and Minecraft is fine with their block bloat because it's like you could choose your favorite blocks to build with, you know? And that's my opinion on it. I don't think it's bad to have options, but if you want to limit yourself, it gives the players the option to limit themselves rather than being forced to limit itself. And I know there's like some creativity to be found in limitations.
Limitation creates creativity.
Limitation does create creativity, but I think sometimes like some people feel more creative when they have more options, and I think having the option to limit yourself versus having an option to not limit yourself would be the better option. Because I think it's up to the artist's discretion to choose to limit themselves or not. There we go. I will always be for options. Now the time to draw this little chick. I know like people don't like, there's a lot of people that don't like the baby chicks, but I do like the baby chicks. They look very cute. It literally is a block with 2 eyes. There we go. There we go. The thing is that I probably will never see this in the actual game because I'm never updating.
Adorable.
But yeah, they are adorable. But the thing is, I will never see this because I'm playing Cobblemon, and Cobblemon's stuck in 121.1. The one thing is like, I'm kind of like tempted to try to play Minecraft normally with no mods, but at the same time I will, because I want to try out like, what's it called? Mounts of Mayhem and all that stuff, but yeah. This little baby mod. It might be fun and charming to play with the latest version of Minecraft, you know? Maybe I can make a forever world of it. There we go. Chicken Jockey. Can we get Chicken Jockey in chat? Haha, hee hee, funny name, funny words, hee hee. Chicken Jockey. Okay, let's go ahead and start coloring. Let's color. Ooh. At the very least we can get this one done, so all the 24th commissions are finished up. Then we go like, then off stream I'll work on Kumi's commission, finish that up, as well as another one. Kumi's a bit of a big one too. Alright, question chat. If you were John Minecraft, right? And you had to make an update for Minecraft, what update would you personally make, right? What do you think Minecraft is kind of missing right now? Like if you were to make a super mega update, what would you do? Because like, personally I think like a fun one, ouch, stubbed my toe, ouch, I think a fun one would be like an adventuring update, right? Maybe revamping structures, right? To make them more interesting. Like I know people want the end update, but the thing is like I wonder what they could do with the end that could make it more fun, you know? Maybe I guess you could say like add biomes and stuff, but then would it be more fun than just adventuring? I always think, like I said, I think about like the Minecraft and like the little branches it has. So like there's the adventure, there's the magic, there's the automation, right? There's comfy, right? So right now they got some mods for automation. They got some mods for well, I guess they not mods. They got some updates for adventuring, right? Actually, maybe magic might be something that'd be interesting. It's like I don't think they've done something magic related, have they? Because like technically, like the automation was like the auto crafter, the comfy one was like the baby animals, the adventuring one was the spears of mayhem, right? Maybe the next one will be like some sort of magic one. That'd be interesting. I mean, they could do like what Cobblemon does, and they tie like big updates together to make like a sizable update. That's it. But like they could do like if they do an end update, they could combine it with like a new kind of magic system, whether it's like a magic enhancing system or like some sort of magic gameplay. Because I think they know their roots of what the game really is, you know? The idea of like these pillars of magic, automation, comfy, and adventuring. Because like the adventuring is like, oh, trial update. Oh, comfy is like the what's it called? I guess technically you say the happy gas is technically a update for adventuring as well. I guess it could be like multiple combinations. Because technically when you think about the adventuring updates, like this happy gas could be both comfy and adventuring. Because once you get the happy gas, you could use it for building, you could use it for flying, right? I know like people don't like the happy gas update, which is kind of weird, in my opinion. I think it's actually really cute. I think it's very unique. The whimsy in it is very whimsy, you know? Don't know how I feel about it, like some of the other updates though. I like that they're adding more weapons, though, like the spear and the mace. And I like how the spear is actually like a craftable weapon that you can actually like craft tiers of. I like the idea of the mace, but the mace is like more of like an endgame weapon. There we go. Now the trial is Demon Boy. I'm doing really well today though. I'm very on task and I haven't opened up my browser at all once. I'm super on task, chat. Are you proud of how on task I am? Tell me how proud you are that I'm able to stay on task and not go off task. I won't lie, I have been tempted to open my browser to look up something, but I have not opened it once this whole time. Outside for references, of course, but that's a different story. That's a different story. Okay, I might be able to finish this too before stream. This one's like a relatively simple one since it's Minecraft. Yes, thank you, chat.
Full of Dynadance.
That's the positivity I want to see. Yay! Let's go. Woo! Wow! Wowie zowie! My enthusiasm. I'm hungry. My enthusiasm's to the roof. Here we go. Are you guys excited for the SMP opening tomorrow for the Minecraft? The thing is though, like I said, I feel like I'm opening the SMP at such a weird time because like we have Hytale, the Terraria update, Enfield comes out. But honestly, I think it'll be fun. Don't feel pressured to jump on, but I think it'll be fun as like something to just come back to here and there. And I do want to try Cobblemon with like base game without having to what's it called? Without crate. I will practice my redstone on the server. I will learn how to make redstone. Does redstone actually crash servers though? I always wonder like what's good for servers and what's not good for servers. Like if I have a bunch of like redstone devices, will I destroy the server that way? I really do want to learn redstone though. I really want to like learn it that way. If I ever join like an SMP for Minecraft, I can get in there and I could just like drop my redstone device and destroy the server. No. I have learned a little bit though. I did like a little bit of reading while I was at the hospital room about like redstone stuff. I learned about like moving items, like you need like water and an ice block and a sign, something like that, so then it slides across. I learned also like our items have like a 3-minute limitation of how far they could be out. So at the very least, I learned about item moving. I still have to learn about item filtering. Like the thing is like I know people can make like an item sorter, but I don't know if like an item sorter is like the most useful thing. I think it's more fun to sort the items yourself. But that can be useful for like automation crafting. But I'm just trying to think, how could that be? Like, could it be like one of those things like you have a chest that you drop all your sand and the sand gets turned into bottles, and then like the bottles go automatically into like a thing? So like you put in the base ingredients and it comes out with the potion or bottles or something like that. That could be kind of cute. Like I kind of want to learn automation like that without crate, you know? But I think I'm too deep in my crate world to remove crate, you know? If anything, maybe I could start like a new and just like find an area off in the distance and just like make a whole like start over but with just redstone. That could be fun, you know? That's the point of a forever world. You just find it, like if you want to start over, you find an area and just like do it there, you know? And I think like redstone is such a big aspect to Minecraft, but also like one of the more underappreciated aspect. Because like people just use like redstone for like surface level things like their farms and stuff, you know? But I feel like being able to like use redstone for builds or like creating like atmosphere and stuff like that could be really, really fun. Piston sheep. Piston sheep and boat. But that's why I do want to learn redstone. I want to be the next mumbo jumbo redstone master. Like, if I could firmly grasp redstone the same way I can firmly grasp create, I can make a lot of dumb things then. And that's where I want to be with my redstone level. And that's why I hope that like Hytale has something automation related, something factory related. I think that's my biggest enjoyment of Minecraft, is like automating and figuring things out. Can't stay much longer? Okay.
Much longer,
Take care. I'll probably finish this up and call it a night too. I am really hungry though. I only had soup for dinner. I need to eat something more. But I had some really good curry soup. It was like a red curry with coconut milk. Oh, that was so good. I think I want to try cooking it myself. I saw the ingredients on the thing, so I know how like the ingredients that go into it, and I do know the methodology. Sometimes it's fun to do that. Like, okay, have you guys? I don't know how many people here like to cook, right? Do you guys ever like look at the recipe of what you're eating, or like the ingredients of what you're eating, and think try to cook it? Like, once you know like base cooking skills, like say simmering and boiling, you can pretty much cook a lot of things that way, right? For example, like that curry soup that I had today, like it had rice, bell pepper, mushrooms, onions, and chicken, right? And I imagine like based on the ingredients I saw, you would start off with like sauteing everything, then you add the broth to it, then you add the curry mix, then you add like the cilantro, let it boil over, add the rice into it, make it into like a little rice porridge kind of thing. And the rice will help thicken it up. And if you want to thicken it up more, you can add like either flour or cornstarch. Maybe not cornstarch, that might be a bad idea. Flour or like crackers to it. Hey Sunny, how you doing? We're talking about food because I'm starving. As soon as stream ends, I'm probably gonna grab a snack. In fact, maybe I'll grab a snack while stream's going. You guys want to hear me chew on stuff? Wow. Having a good day, though, Sunmoon? We're just working on commissions. There we go. Do you know what my favorite food is? If I had to guess, I would say hamburger. Dai suki 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 no hamburger. Dai suki suki no hamburger. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Kind of sad that not much people know Hamburger Song. Oh, Idol Masters 2. Oh, we need to bring back Hamburger Song. I like hamburger. We need to bring back Hamburger Song. It's glitter glue. What flavor? What flavor glue? Is it blueberry flavor? Smells like blueberries. Tastes like blueberries. It must be blueberry flavor. Kind of reminds me too, though. Like I remember back when I used to help Mama Sheep with her daycare. She used to make strawberry. She used to make edible Play-Doh, and it was basically like Play-Doh but peanut butter flavored. And I thought about that really, really hard. And I know like that's kind of a thing that some things do, or you can make edible Play-Doh. But I don't think it's a good idea to teach kids that like Play-Doh's edible. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't like the idea of like playing with your food. I think I grew up in a household where you're not supposed to play with your food. So the idea of like playing with that Play-Doh and then eating it afterwards, I don't know. Have you guys ever had edible Play-Doh? Ooh, yeah. That's what I think about like when they say like edible glue or something. I don't think we have edible glue. I don't think we're at the point where we're making edible glue. But if we ever have edible glue, I just imagine that. The idea like, we probably shouldn't like push forth the idea of having something that you use be edible, you know? Alright. There you go. This one's done.
Anything is edible if you are willing to suffer a little.
It's you. I need to tell you something. Go tell me something. I don't know about that though. Oh man, I'm actually really hungry. I just felt it when I was stretching. Look at that paper. Nom's paper. Do people still say nom? I know like my generation, I hate saying it like that, my generation says glomp and noms. Do we still do that? Do we still embarrass anime cringe? Glomps you. Keep the lights on. How do you mean? Alright, I'm gonna eat a little snack really quick. I got some nuts. He needs some nuts. Okay. Alright, just a small snack break. Now back to work. Whips whip. Actually, I'm really hungry. Maybe I should end stream and just like start eating away in my soul. The soup was good and filling, but not filling enough. Okay. Alright, we're good. The lights just power off in the daycare. This is like a Freddy, what's it called? Five Nights at Freddy reference? Because I will say now, I do not know anything about Five Nights at Freddy. Alright, let me go pull up a lava. Lava. Chicken. Oh, mamacita, it is spicy as hell. Something like that. Let me see. Minecraft. Auto chicken farm. It's past your bedtime. Is this a Five Nights at Freddy reference? Because it's going over my head if it's a reference to something. But it is kind of past my bedtime. Sorta. I should be... Oh no, I have a couple minutes left. There you go. Driving took a lot out of me though. I am very tired right now. Okay. And hungry. As soon as I can eat, I will eat. Alright, chat. What's the craziest things you guys have eaten before? For me, I think I told this before, but it's ants. The craziest thing I ever ate is ants, but that was when I was growing up, and I used to just lick the ants off the wall. Why not take a nap? You know, I should take a nap, but I can't. I have too much things I have to take care of. I had to be the responsible adult. I had to pay my credit card bills. I gotta pay it today. Why is adult? Why adult? Why adult when be kid? Okay. And we'll just add a simple glow to it. Glowing lava. Wow, it's radioactive! Okay, and then now we have to draw the chicken. I have never made a device like this monstrous device of killing and the chicken like this. Minecraft baby chicken. You monsters. You know what too? Part of the reason I like to have create is because I don't like the idea. Sorry. I don't like the idea of making a farm that depends on killing a creature over and over just to get resource, you know? Like, I don't mind it with monsters because monsters are supposed to be monsters, but I don't like the idea of doing it like with passive creatures. That's why I don't like doing it with an iron golem or something like that. I say as I farm all my animals that way. It's not like automated, it's like, oh, drop it into like the blender and make a pork chop out of it. Not because like hi-ho justice or anything, but I just think I don't know. In my personal opinion, I like to let the passive creature, you know, be passive. I'm too nice when it comes to games. I give them a soul. Eh. That's like a that's part of the reason I like the create mod though, because essentially you can like generate iron and stuff like that without having to do a farm like that. Though the thing is too, I'm always weighing over it, like, does iron farms, alright, I need your opinion, chat. Does making like iron farm and like resource farms like that kind of take away from the bare essence of Minecraft? Who's that girl? It's the sheepies. It's the sheepies. When they talk, they will talk. Because I was thinking about that, because like if the bare essence of the game is to mine and craft, if you make a farm that like takes away the mining part because you don't have to go back for iron, does that really ruin the aspect of the game? I was thinking about that with the create, because like in create I can go wild and make a factory that can make almost everything in the game, but I'm limiting myself from doing so, because then like if I do something like that, then I will not be going out like now, exactly like now, exactly. There you go. Oh, we gotta like make that chicken like glowing. Glowing with orange. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that is so sad. Wow. Oh, adding that makes it feel even worse. Oh, I'm so sorry, little chicken. Maybe I'm the real monster here by doing something like that. Okay. We'll use like simple colors for this. Deep slate. Okay. Now I feel like I want to eat chicken. I haven't had chicken in a while, like KFC or fried chicken. I kind of want some fried chicken now that we're talking about. Chicken, la 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 lava. Oh, mamacita, it's spicy as hell. Something, 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 something. Okay. add the glow here, and we're gonna add the glow in the back. Something like this. Okay. Secretly eats baby chicks. You know what? I was watching a video like that does something like that, where they show like what they do with the baby chicks that are considered rejects. It's kind of sad. And that left like a big impression on me, what they do with the baby chicks like that. That's really sad. They're so cute too, and they're like bumbling about, and boop, just dead. How sad. Oops, all dead. Just like this. I mean, it's like funny with video game stuff, but seeing it in real life is like, you know, kind of sad. Being able to separate reality from fiction. Okay. And we'll do like this one right here. And we'll make that a different color. There you go. And then we'll add some white to it for shine. Gotta go sleep. Alright, go take care. Have a good night. Thank you for jumping in. You enjoy yourself. Have a good night. Enjoy your sleep. While you still can. Sorry. Okay, should we do this green or overlay? There we go. I think this green looks nice. Then we'll add some white. There we go. Behold! Lava chicken! I wonder if we should like blur the inside a little bit. That way it gives like this illusion of a glass. Right? You know what I mean? Okay. Let me go put like the layers of everything that's inside. Okay, so then we could like take these lines right here, like so. The outline layer. Make a copy of the outline layer, right? And then we'll push it inside the box. All right, like so. Of course, that's gonna be the case, but whatever. Just put it below, and then we'll blur this whole area. That way, we give it this idea that like you're kind of like in the looking glass, you know. So we give it a slight blur. Yeah, it's perfect. I like it. I like it. Takes your hat, flies away. Ha! Good thing I have more than one hat. Your rookie mistake. There we go. That's perfect. That definitely feels like Minecraft. Alright, let's just give a simple backdrop now. And then we'll call this one done. Because I'm hungry. Alright. Something like this. Okay. And then we'll do like a simple dirt mountain behind it, because that's very common in Minecraft. You know, one thing too, like going back on Hytale in Minecraft, I actually do not like the current Hytale generation. I can't wait to see what they do with the Generation 1 though. Or Generation 2? What's it called? Generation? New Generation? New Generation! Okay. If you have time tomorrow, can you draw me grabbing sun and I fly away? Tomorrow's gonna be the SMP that I'm opening up. So sadly, the drawing streams are usually for commission based, so people who have commissioned me for it. But at the end of every month, we do a sheepy shop. So if you have points, you can use your points to get a free drawing, basically. The easiest way to describe it, free drawing. Okay. Alright. Almost done here. There we go. Free drawing, Alan. Wow. You'll draw anything? Yeah, anything, guys. Everything and anything. Your imagination's the limit. Okay. And we'll just give it blue sky. Simple blue sky. Minecraft blue sky. There we go. Should we put a Minecraft logo? I wonder if they want the Minecraft logo. Does Minecraft have square clouds? Huh. I never really thought about this. Does Minecraft really have... It does. Oh, interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Interesting. Big Minecraft fan, guys. Yeah, let's just give it square clouds then. Okay. There we go. And then now let's just do simple trick to make every background look better, and let's just blur it. I've been using this blur tool a lot recently, but it works really well when it comes to backdrop stuff. Because like, if you need something like to feel like a background without having to draw a lot of effort to it, you just use the blur tool. And maybe I'll give them like outlines too. That way they kind of pop out more, make them feel more cartoony. Because this whole scene is just cartoony. Alright, and I'll slap a Minecraft logo. Okay. I do have a Minecraft logo here. Alright though, this should be the last one I'll be working on today. I'd say I was pretty productive. Two commissions in 2 hours. Wow. And thank you guys for coming. For those who are here, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. Let me go finish this up. Just slap the Minecraft logo. Bam. Minecraft. Minecraft. Maybe give it a light outline. Okay. I wonder if the chicken killing machine should be smaller a little bit. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think that's a better size. Looking at it composition-wise, we could have him push a little bit further.
Thank you for stream. Amazing
Thank you.
art as usual.
I appreciate it, and thank you guys for being here and listening to me yap. I hope you guys enjoyed the yap, because that's what I'm about. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. So tomorrow we're gonna start the SMP. So everybody's invited. All sheepies are invited, right? I'll talk about it more tomorrow, but the SMP is opening. It's a Cobblemon one. I will be putting a link to the Discord pack for it when I have it uploaded. There you go. And then Saturday we're gonna beat Andy and Lele. We're gonna finish that game once and for all. At least until the newest updates when I make another episode, right? We'll finish that. There, nice and done. I think that looks very cute. That poor little chicken. And yeah, Sunday is gonna be give me a second. Let me just send it to the client. Alright. Let me go send this to the client really quick to see if they approve of it. There you go. Here's how it came out. Anything need approving? Oh, and anything need revising? Okay, there we go. That's done. So 2 done. What was I doing on Sunday? Oh yeah, Hightail. Completely forgot about it. So tune in Sunday. I'm gonna try to learn modding. It'll be fun. I'm gonna try to add cute anime girls into it. Hi, you just joined at the end, Mari. But yeah, hi. You know what? I forgot about doing this yesterday because I was so like out of it yesterday, but I forgot to raid. I should have raided yesterday. But instead I forgot to raid, and now I couldn't send the people to somebody else. But we're gonna raid tonight. Let's see who's online tonight. Zoe's online, Jeannie's online, Binny's online, Utter Near, Veteran Speedrun. Oh, Matara Khan is online. What's she playing? She's playing Enfield. Hey, Enya's also playing Enfield. Okay. Apex Legends. Just chatting, drawing. Should we raid Jeannie because she's doing art next? Yeah, let's raid Jeannie. Okay. I'm gonna type in a raid message, okay? Wow, such art. Such cuteness. Cute. I can really feel this piece of art is staring into my soul. It's almost as if it's alive and talking to me. Sheepies, raid, and appreciate. There's your raid message.
Wow, such art.
Thank you for
such
reading it back
cute.
to me.
I can
Alright, thank you guys for coming. Tune in tomorrow. Sheep MP. It'll be fun.
It's
right?
almost
Tune
as
in
if it's
Saturday.
alive
Andy and
talking
Lele.
to
Tune in
me.
Sunday.
Sheepies raid
Hightail.
and
Thank you guys for
appreciate.
coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. I'll catch you guys
Bye-bye.
next time. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm dying. This might be it. This is where I physically die. Can I say the D word on Twitch and YouTube? Will they get mad? Oh, this is it. This is where my channel ends. Bye. See you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a good one. Take care of yourself. Be sure to eat. Don't be like me. Use the bathroom. Eat your food. Get up and stretch your legs. Do not be like me, chat. Do not be like me. Be human.